I really like to use the rest areas better.
We use them on a regular basis.
It's convenient, it's right there.
Rest stops are one of our favorite places to stop.
The safety of the citizens on the highway should be, priority. Rest areas are usually lit up pretty good, and they're right off the highway. They're usually patrolled, so it's actually a really easy, safe place to stop.
They're usually relatively safe, and they're comfortable. Most states have adapted to them pretty well, and we utilize them.
It's quiet, it's convenient, it's right off the highway, it's easy. You don't get a lot of people banging on your door in the middle of the night, hookers, people trying to sell you gold watches and drugs and stuff like that.
Unless I'm taking a shower, just because it's more convenient, just to stop, go to the bathroom, get something to drink, it's just easier that way.
As a rule, truck stops get filled up very early in the day, and parking is absolutely a big problem out here.
I like it because there's nothing really in Flagstaff, and there's nothing in Phoenix to get around it, really. So it's kind of nice, quick and easy.
When you're in a truck, you can't stop at every place anyway, so a rest area is really convenient. And if they're closing them all down, then we have nowhere to go.
It kind of really congests up the actual truck stops with the rest areas, and then when we're trying to get our 10-hour breaks in for our logbooks, sometimes we actually got to drive further than we're supposed to and not get our breaks in.
It sucks, really, because there's Arizona's so big that it's actually, there's not a lot of truck stops in between. You can go 80, 90, 100 miles without seeing a place to stop.
It's made quite a difference. You have to plan your trips differently, because now the rest stops aren't open. So you have to plan differently because the way the laws are written, we have to take sleep breaks of up to 10 hours. So you have to have somewhere you're able to park.
They should have actually, put a little more thought into it, instead of, everything else they got going on, wasting money, and they still got the lights burning and everything else going on there. They just won't even let us park there or anybody utilize it whatsoever.
A lot of guys are resorting to ramps, on and off ramps, which are not the safest places to park. And it's created a problem.
Well, I thought it was kind of hurtful for the trucking industry and for normal everyday travelers, because it kind of, affects them in a major way also.
Well, I was mad. And I don't understand how, when they just spent millions of dollars on Interstate 40 east of Flagstaff for two big massive trucks, or for two big rest areas, how they can just bottle it up and say we can't afford to operate it.
It's not just Arizona. It's all across the country that they're doing that, and I understand that they need to save money, but I'd say cut back on going to Cabo. That's about it. Everybody else can cut back. If I don't have any money, I have to cut back on what I spend on. The government can cut back on other things.
It doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. And, one thing about it as truckers, and particularly as independents, we pay road tax. We pay fuel tax. Well, where's our fuel tax going?